Okay, welcome back. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to light your torch. The regulators are ready to go. I've set it at 20 on the oxygen and 3 on the acetylene. Just as a general setting, I'm not going to be cutting anything right now. I'm just going to be showing you how to light the torch. I've got my goggles on. If you don't have goggles, get you some goggles. These are like $5 with a shade number 5 in them. Shade 5 is always recommended to use with cutting torch, or if you're doing any kind of oxyacetylene welding or anything. The number 5 shade will do. The first thing we're going to do on the torch is make sure that this master oxygen valve is closed off. So close it off all the way, and go ahead and open the oxygen valve down here on the torch handle all the way. Go ahead and open it all the way. None of the gas is going to come out. The oxygen won't come out because the master is closed. Okay. So the first thing we're going to light is the acetylene. Always light the acetylene first. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on about 3/4 of a turn. We're going to light it. The acetylene is going to go. You'll see the flame. And then we'll go ahead and we'll open up the oxygen. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. Okay, it's lit. And you can see the flame. Make sure that you turn the acetylene on high enough to where a lot of the soot, you'll see a lot of black soot. If it's turned on too low, you'll get a really weak flame and a lot of black soot. So turn it on enough to where a lot of the black soot goes away. Okay, so probably about 3/4 of a turn. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the oxygen valve, and you'll see what happens here in just a second. Okay, that's ready to cut right there. And one of the ways that you check, and I'll show you a close-up of this in just a second, one of the ways that you check that your oxygen is set correctly is because when you turn the oxygen off again, the flame is going to come back, but turn it back on, and you'll see two flames here. You're going to see an outer flame that's light, and you're going to see an inner flame that's really dark blue. And you want to make sure that inner flame goes all the way back to where it hits these preheating flames. And what you're going to see on your torch is you're going to see 6 or 8 or 10 little bitty cones, and those are your preheating flames. Those are what you put when you put the torch to the metal. That's what you preheat the metal to until it gets cherry hot with those preheating flames. So what I'm going to do right now is I just want to go back and light it one more time, just so you know, just so you see. Okay. So the oxygen's turned all the way open, and I have the oxygen turned all the way down. Okay. So none of the oxygen is coming out like we just talked about. So make sure this is closed before you light it, and always light the acetylene first. So let's light it again. I'm going to turn it open to about 3/4 of a turn. Okay. It's lit. Adjust the flame to where you don't see too much soot, and go ahead and turn the oxygen on until you see the two flames, and make sure that this inner flame goes all the way back to the cones. Not any farther than that. Just make sure it goes all the way back to the cones, and at that point you're good to start cutting. Another way to be a little bit more accurate is go ahead and press this oxygen lever right here, just like that. And when you press it, you're going to see the two flames again. You're going to see it kind of separate, so you can adjust it even more. But that's if you just want to be really precise and make sure that when you do hit the oxygen lever, that both of those flames are down on the cones. Okay, and I'll show you a close-up here with behind the lens, so you can see a closer shot of what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you a close-up of me lighting the torch, because you were probably having a little problem seeing the cones like I was talking about and how to adjust the oxygen. So I'm going to put a lens on the camera so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and light the acetylene. Okay, so the acetylene is lit. I'm adjusting it. And let me go ahead and move over here so you can see me turn the oxygen on. Alright, so you see, now watch the two flames. Okay, I'm turning the oxygen on. Now you see the outer flame and the inner flame. Now the inner flame needs to go all the way back to those cones. Okay? See, I just adjusted it. Now what I was talking about with the fine tuning, you can press this oxygen lever down and see how the inner flame comes back. Go ahead and turn the oxygen on a little more, and now it's set. Now you're set to cut. I mean, you can adjust it fine like that, but you know, I always do. So the one thing I forgot to mention, when you go to turn your oxygen, your torch off, so always turn the oxygen off first. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the oxygen off. You should see the yellow flames last, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the acetylene off. So that's it. You know, that's basically how to light your torch. You know, give it a few practice tries, and you shouldn't have any problems.